gaming players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharp, man, back out here with another episode of Madden NFL 19 Franchise Mode. And yo, week 17 is finally here, and we have been waiting for this, and we only have 3 user games to finish off the season. So we're going to take a look at the schedule. So as you see, we have the Cleveland Browns and the Ravens. Then we have the Panthers and the Saints. We're just going to do all user games for week 17 and so we can just get right to the playoffs. Cause I know you guys are ready for the playoffs to begin. So and we end it with the 49ers and Rams. So you will see the AFC North title clinched, the NFC West title clinched. Those are the only 2 titles that need to be clinched in this week 17. But the rest of the titles are already clinched. Kansas City has the AFC West already, so yeah. And as we take a look at the season standings, you see that it is already stacked. Only for the NFC. The NFC is already stacked. So all 6 teams who are on the top are going to make it to the playoffs, while the other 2 are eliminated, which are the Panthers and the Seahawks. They are eliminated from the playoffs. But the Falcons, the 49ers, the Packers, the Eagles, the Saints, and Rams are going to make it to the playoffs this year. Congratulations to those 6 teams for making it for the NFC. But the AFC, we're still trying to figure out who's going to take the AFC North title. They will be number 4. And I believe if the Ravens win, they'll be number 5. And they will have to go up to Pittsburgh. Cause right now they're at number 6. And if they lose, that means the Texans will get back over and the Ravens will be eliminated. But we gonna see how this goes. So as I said, all user games for the rest of this week, cause we gotta get to them playoffs. So let's get into it, man. As you know, Joe Flacco continues to start for Baltimore. He's not gonna stop starting because Lamar Jackson is continuing to be benched. Let's go. Wesley Wilkins, he has to help his team out in order for them to make it to the playoffs this year. Because if they win, they get to stay in. They get to go to the playoffs. After starting off badly, they get to the playoffs.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Tyrod Taylor, the new quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, take on Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Goddard and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The Raven defense taking the field a few moments ago, and their all-time leading sack man, Terrell Suggs, was firing up the troops. They get set for what should be a good matchup with the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
So as you saw the AFC playoff picture, still only 3 teams have made it, but the AFC North title is about to be clinched in this one. So if the Browns lose and the Steelers win, the Steelers take the division. We're gonna see what happens. As Week 17 is underway.
NFL season Week 17 is underway.
And this one will not be returned. It will go on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone.
Cleveland's offense led by Tyrod Taylor, and they had a victory over the Cincinnati Bengals to get the AFC North title lead. But they gotta find some way to defeat the Ravens here and eliminate them from the playoff picture.
Taylor now off the bootleg.
Taylor, and he's going to be sacked. On the first play is a loss of 10.
Great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Taylor, and he's going to be sacked again.
They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Now, I know we're only 2
and that is a loss of another 10, and now it's 3rd and 30.
And they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Taylor, and he's going to find Landry. And he gets it up to the 32, but he is short of the marker.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Will he need to return it?
13. Fighting through. Fights free yet again.
And they will start at the 15-yard line.
The Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
So here comes Baltimore's offense, led by Joe Flacco.
They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah,
there's Alex Collins on the first play. And he gets 5 on the carry. Now it's 2nd down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw.
2nd and 5. Flacco fires downfield. Complete to Michael Crabtree. 48 yards on the pass, and that's the 1st down.
I love how he just charged off the line of scrimmage as fast as he could, gave a head fake or two, and headed toward the post in the middle of the field. How about the delivery of the football? A big play as a result.
Throwing here on 1st down,
Flacco throws. And that one is incomplete.
He was looking for Nick Boyle that time.
Nick Boyle was the intended target. Now 2nd down. Here's the defensive starters for Cleveland.
Number 1 overall pick comes off the edge for this defense. Slowed a bit by injuries as a rookie. Still had 7 sacks in 11 games and showed pass rush ability that makes teams take notice, because not only can he rush off the edge, he can kick inside in their nickel or sub packages and rush over the guards and create a little bit of havoc for quarterbacks trying to see upfield.
Incomplete on first down. Now
Flacco.
on second.
And that one is incomplete.
Incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Now it's third down.
Second to third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They
Flacco. He throws. And it's Michael Crabtree with the grab.
That he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now first and goal at the 10.
They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
And Flacco is sacked. Myles Garrett takes him down.
Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take
Flacco
a big sack,
throws. Caught. Michael Crabtree. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Michael Crabtree hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Final week of the year, an absolute must-win game for them, so they needed to get on the board first. They were able to do just that.
And you laid out the stakes. So just think what they've been working with.
So Justin Tucker puts in the extra point, and now it's 7-0 Baltimore.
Get on the board first. They accomplished that. Now they can't have any type of a letdown. Long way to go in this one.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And this one will not be returned. It will go in the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win
first
second
and
down.
10. Zion Williamson.
First down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And
he gets it down at the 39.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns just going to call him.
Those were his results against Cincinnati last time.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big time game.
Running game.
Here's Williamson again.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle.
He'll only get 2 now. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now here's the offensive starters for Cleveland.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down.
Taylor. He's going to throw downfield. And it's caught. Josh Gordon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Browns.
Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. And we are tied up at 7.
Catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Young to return it, and he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
Comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now here comes Joe Flacco in the offense again.
Out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And this certainly confirms all the chatter, how big of a final weekend this is for the moment. The 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
I hear the excitement in your voice about this.
Or nervousness, both ways.
Either way, but you know, I've never met a player
No, if they take the victory, they'll be number 5, and the Browns will be number 6. Here's Alex Collins, and he'll get it down to the 29-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest
and
game.
That is going to take us to the end of the first quarter here in Baltimore. 7-7 to score. Back to Baltimore after this.
On a cold December afternoon, 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Back here in Baltimore, 7-7 to score. Here's Alex Collins on 2nd and 6. And he gets down to the 34-yard line.
But they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Flacco. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Aiden Hurst on that one. Now it's 4th down.
But what an effort to get his hand on that one.
Now what other Ravens gonna do? Looks like they're gonna try to go for it here on 4th and 1.
Territory, a gutsy call. They're gonna go for this on 4th and a yard.
They're gonna do the quarterback sneak, and he will get the first.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
Flacco
the action from Flacco. And he finds Michael Crabtree. And he gets it down to the 47-yard line now. 18 yards and a Ravens first down.
Over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Flacco.
Flacco throws. Aiden Hurst with the grab. And he'll get it down to the edge of the 20-yard line at the 21.
26 yards.
And that's why defensive coaches preach.
What a show of events for Joe Flacco ever since he replaced Lamar Jackson.
But they eventually get him down. There's a first down run with
Alex Collins.
He takes it
now to the 15 with a gain of 6.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
Flacco throws. And Michael Crabtree with the catch. Touchdown, Ravens.
Michael Crabtree with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6.
And they're going to take another look at this to see if he was in. That's a touchdown right there. Because his one foot was in and the other foot was dragging. Then he got tackled.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good. Now it's 14-7.
He does make it through, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Here's a return by Carlos Hyde. And he'll get it up to the 18-yard line, which brings us to the 2-minute warning. We'll be back to M&T Bank Stadium after this.
We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all
Back
season,
here
we'll sit
in
down
Baltimore,
and chat with the coachman in
it's
Orlando.
Browns
He'll have
football
the stats and scores from
as we
games in
welcome you
progress
back from the
around
2-minute
NFL.
warning.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Going
Taylor
up top.
throws deep, and that is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Marlon Humphrey picks it off, and they will take over at the 41.
You'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in
So
December,
now
even
Baltimore's
routine throws
offense
are gonna
back
be
out
harder for the
there.
quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down?
Flacco
Escaping the pressure right.
breaking the tackle,
Right.
and it's incomplete.
Is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to
Second
fail
and
7
10
out
after
of
the
10 times
incompletion
and
for
still have a great
Flacco.
year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the
And Flacco is going to be sacked. Myles Garrett takes him down.
In there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Third and long for Joe Flacco.
Flacco, he's going to throw it deep, and it's incomplete.
And it falls down incomplete.
So it looks like the punt team is going to come out for Baltimore.
Targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an
And it will
incompletion
bounce
there, I
back
think
at
they're
the
going back to that
one
route.
and hit in the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his
Here comes
offense again.
Tyrod Taylor
He's had a
back out
solid start
there.
to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the league. In these
First and
situations,
10, Taylor. He's going to give it to Williamson out of the backfield.
Let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
And so far he has
A
one
gain of
touchdown,
8
one
on the
interception.
catch.
He'll be looking
Now
for that
second
second
down.
touchdown now.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the
Taylor
slot,
wide
and have a chance to
open.
beat him.
Josh Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown Cleveland.
Cleveland. Josh Gordon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by
So
land
here's
and by
the extra
sea,
point
right?
now
You know
to
what?
tie. And it's going to be blocked. So it will not be tied. It will be 14-13 Baltimore.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
So this one will not be returned. It will hit in the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back onto the field comes the offense, and Hayden Hurst. He's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season, but you read the local paper this morning. There was no talk of that mark. They interviewed him, and he wasn't talking about 1,000 yards. The old cliche focused on this game. If he has a big one, might be able to get the win and the 1,000 yards.
Seems like he just wants
Flacco.
to let it come to him, right?
And he
With a
finds
focus on the
Allen.
course, and that's probably the right idea and the right attitude.
And he gets it up to the
These
37-yard
situations, play
line.
calling will dictate things. Now, how does he get there once he tries to get high?
And the Ravens are trying to go fast here.
Route running.
Flacco.
Trying to get mismatches for him.
He's going to
Different types
fire
of routes he
deep.
will run down.
And it's caught.
At the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
They better hurry
Good
up.
play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
And
we're
they're
gonna
going to
get
call a
timeout
timeout with 2
with
seconds
2
left.
seconds remaining in the second quarter.
So it looks like they're going to have to kick a field goal.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Tucker, he puts it in.
So
and the Ravens lead 17-13 at the half.
Down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin in Orchard Park, an AFC East matchup between Miami and Buffalo. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. The Vikes trying to pick up the late-season W, something they've only done twice to this point all year. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott has run for a touchdown there. In our game, it's the veteran quarterback Joe Flacco who's led the way. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Alright, back here in Baltimore. 17-13 is the score, and we are set to continue with the final week of the NFL season. And this one will not be returned. It will be a touchback.
It's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the
Here's
first
Alex
half,
Collins on the first play.
To see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments.
And he gets it up to the 35, and that will be a first down.
Stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They look to throw on
First and 10.
Flacco.
Flacco throws deep for Crabtree, and that is batted down.
And incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
I guess
Demarius Randall was the one that knocked it free. Now it's second down.
Get the ball into the end zone. You throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell.
Here comes the blitz on Flacco, and it's still complete to Michael Crabtree.
But unsuccessful. A first down pickup there, Flacco to Crabtree.
The blitz was coming at Flacco, and he still was able to get it off.
Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Flacco throws deep, and it's caught to John Brown.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
What a performance by Joe Flacco, just fighting his receivers.
Trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Once more, it's
Flacco, and he's going to be dropped down.
20-yard line.
Myles Garrett with his third sack.
Sack number 17 for him now on the year.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep
Flacco.
that momentum going.
He's going to throw. And it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football.
It got picked off down there at the 2-yard line.
7-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
Here's Williamson on the first play.
Instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
And he gets it up to the 15-yard line.
Back in the good old days.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with
Now
a
it's second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits.
Here's Williamson again.
And that play
And he's not going to go nowhere. Back to the 13, losing 2.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency.
Here's Williamson on third. And he's not going to get there. He only gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Here's Willie Snead to return it.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Flacco throws downfield again. And John Brown with the grab.
And he takes this way down.
He takes it all the way down to the 15.
A big hook up there. Flacco to the speedster Brown. 45 yards.
45 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer. That's tough to do.
He's already up to 304 yards passing in this one.
Enough crossers and underneath routes and curls.
Flacco
Creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football.
breaking and throws. Oh, that would have been a touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable.
Here's Alex Collins.
As they are running it.
And he's not going to go nowhere.
Losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball?
Flacco throws deep. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into
So now it's fourth down.
Confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Justin Tucker. He puts it in.
Right there, it's good.
And now Baltimore leads by a touchdown.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra
So
point.
20-13 right now. Cleveland is looking to get a touchdown because the AFC North is in jeopardy. Because if they lose and Pittsburgh wins, and that means Pittsburgh will get the division.
Taylor will bring the Browns up first
And Baltimore will be number 5, which drops the Browns to number 6.
On first down, it's Taylor.
Taylor on first down. Gives it to Williamson. Zion Williamson, he's still going.
And one more time.
And he gets it up at the 44-yard line. It's fourth quarter time. 2013 Baltimore. Who's going to take it? We're going to find out.
NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. now. Taylor on first down.
Taylor, and he's going to find Williamson on the screen.
Now he bowls him over. And able to break
And he'll get it up to the 42-yard line.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Taylor.
And he's going to be sacked.
Taken down.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing
Now it's
ring.
3rd down for the Browns. They don't pick up the first down on 2 different plays, then that should be ball game.
Pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. Here's Taylor. He's gonna
Throws deep, and it's caught.
to 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about
First
that
and
from him
10.
soon.
Here's Williamson. And he has open space. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Browns.
A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle.
And the extra point is up and through. And we are tied up at 20.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now.
So they have got to trust their defense to stop Joe Flacco because he has been amazing.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone.
Young will take a knee in the end zone, and this one will be a touchback.
Time to discuss Michael Crabtree. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton.
Now the Ravens are back out there. And Joe Flacco is still at quarterback. Can he pull off a miracle? Alex Collins with the run, and that's only a gain of about 2.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 8, Alex Collins. And he'll get it up to the 32-yard line.
6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 minutes left to go.
Time for a break.
We're going to see what will happen after this.
After this.
Those Ravens have the ball. They're trying to. What are they trying to do?
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Because the Ravens are continuing to run the football.
We've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Flacco, he finds Michael Crabtree over the middle. And he gets it right at midfield.
There for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Flacco now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Alex Collins.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker.
He'll get a yard on that one. Now 2nd down.
But I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Flacco, he's going to find Collins here.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Setting to throw.
Flacco. And he finds Aiden Hurst. And Aiden Hurst is still going. And he gets it down at the 16-yard line.
A big 30-yard play on 3rd. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in.
Here's Alex Collins on the run. And down he goes at the 14-yard line with a gain of 2.
This is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. So
Flacco breaks the sack, and he's going to be sacked.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
So the Ravens are going to go for the win. Justin Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens have won the game.
Plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the inner harbor as the Ravens have won it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Oh my gosh. What is going to happen with the playoff picture? I don't know.
They feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gordon.
But they might not be the wild card. They might not be the AFC North champs, because they just lost. So Pittsburgh's gonna beat the Cincinnati Bengals. That means Pittsburgh's gonna be the AFC North champs. So I don't know what he meant by that, but that's how it's going to end. The Baltimore Ravens have won. They defeat the Cleveland Browns 23-20 as both of those teams get set for the wild card round. And yo, if you are ready for the next episode between the Panthers and the Saints, hit that like button. Make it splash on that like button.